Folks, hoping we can keep a stream today. It's getting pretty bad when the stream works better at my workplace than it does my house. You gotta admit. And, well, it says we're live. And we are. And not buffering too bad. It's working. A little bit of a delay. Alrighty. Let's see what we can do, folks. That's better. Good morning, folks. Hopefully this is working. Hey, Kelly. Good morning to you. How are you and Doug doing? How's Bob? Yeah, my chat is lagging on my phone. Let me see what I can do here. Yeah, that's a little better. That's good to hear. Have you gotten any of that nasty white stuff yet? I know some folks up yonder have gotten some already. Get these glasses. There we go. That's better. And I'm back out in the hallway again. Well, you got to work today? Sorry to hear that. And my daughter hosted my grandson's birthday on her weekend off, so she's only getting, out of the 3 days she has off, she had to do the party Saturday, take care of the guests on Sunday before they left, and now today's her only day off. She'll probably do yard work. She's a hard worker. I gotta check something out. Oh, then off for 2 days. Well, that's good. Yeah, I don't know how she managed to get 3 days off, but she volunteered herself to do a lot of work on her 3 days off. Sounds like me. Well, the phone's got good service, so hopefully the iPad does too. I'll tell you, Sunday was frustrating. Could not get a stream to last for nothing at the house. I don't know what's going on out there. Okay. It should be getting a good signal. Wow, November 2nd? Jeez. That's a ways off, girl. That's over 2 weeks. Right at 2 weeks. That's a Friday, I think. You're too young to get a fake knee, honey. I was told a long time ago not to get one of those until you just couldn't stand it anymore, because it's one of those things that they can only hollow that bone out maybe 2 times if you're lucky. So hopefully it's something they can fix either with arthroscopic surgery or something else. I don't know. Oh, Lordy. Well, there's some things with arthroscopic surgery they can do about that. I don't know how easy that'll be. Hopefully it won't be too rough. Did you see where DJ got that job he was trying to get? Isn't that great? You're too young to be old. uh, I should have got me a drink before I sat down. Like I said, you're too young to be considered old. I'll be right at 65 come Halloween. So I guess that's what, a week from Wednesday. It shows two people, somebody's watching, which is cool. I do that all the time. I'll check in and get airtime for somebody and don't have time to chat. So is Bob the bunny still being a good bunny? He sure looks like a little cutie. I was gonna do this chat from outside, but it actually got down to 40 this week. It's a little too cold to stand outside. He looked like a good little bunny. You did say he had been neutered, right? That's good, because male bunnies that aren't neutered and don't have a mate get very, very frustrated. And bad things can happen. What's going on here? Well, it seems to still be working. I'll never figure out how these things work. My phone shows two people in. No, don't do that. My phone shows two people in. Oh, cool. So you can get some fresh air. That'll be good for him. Yeah, he probably wouldn't like it caged up in the house all the time. And unlike a dog that you can set out and they'll come back, and the bunny might get lost or just decide he likes it outside a whole lot better. And you don't want that. Can't believe the heat's on in this building. Whew. Haven't heard the heat in a long time. We'll be saving some money on power bills as long as it stays like this, because when it's like this, we don't have to run the air during the day, we don't have to run the heat at night. Look, this thing is, man, stop doing it. Okay. I don't know if that'll create an echo or what. Yeah, it might. Turn it back down. So how old is the bunny? They look pretty young. My chat hasn't frozen. And it's already cornered up. Down to 2. Still running. Now, I used to be able to type when I had this up on the iPad. It won't take any entries anymore. So I don't know what to do. Let me see. I'll come over here. That. And there's poop heads. Down to 1. See if that's working. Well, that part's working. What are you doing? Slippery. Good morning. How you doing this morning, sir? Not much. I'm hoping the stream's running okay. I'm watching it on my iPhone. It seems to be okay. Or actually my Android. I would go outside and get a really good signal, but it's cold down here today. So I'm trying to read the chat as it goes by on the phone. It goes by a little bit slower there. It never pops up on the iPad for long enough. So hopefully it's working. Now what the heck happened? Wakey. How you? Oh, hang on a second, Wakey. You don't have a wrench. There you go, buddy. You got a wrench now, Wakey. Thank you, Wakey. It means a lot, buddy. Appreciate it. That's quite all right. I do that a lot of times when I see live streams on that I just can't go into and stay. It can't hurt them, that's for sure. Cheers, buddy. Oh, Lordy. It is Monday, that's for sure. Did I miss some pics yesterday? Well, I apologize. I'll get them later today. Down here, it's 42 this morning. Expected high 62 or so. So that's kind of our fall weather. That's the best it gets. I'm just glad that it's a little bit cooler. I hope it stays that way until Halloween. I don't like Halloweens that are super hot. Hell, I've washed my car down here in 80-degree weather on Christmas Day before. We don't ever get none of that four-letter word that lasts for any length of time. As long as we've ever got one in recent history, it lasted a day. Yeah. It could stay down in the 40s at night and in the 60s and 70s during the day, and I would not complain. I think that's perfect weather. Unfortunately, you can't find too many places where it stays that way. You'd have to chase it around. And you can't do that. 42 is what it was at 5 o'clock this morning. And once that big fireball comes up, it'll shoot back up to 60 or 70 probably. Hopefully it won't get to 93. That's where it was the other day. Middle of October, and it's still 93 outside, a little bit much. But the worst part's the winds. I can't get anything up and fly in the winds we've had lately. Yeah, that would be. Yeah. Well, Mother Nature will fool you. She'll turn around and give you some really nice frost here in a little while. You'll be frozen. Like the movie. Trying to make sure we don't have students coming yet. Nobody's standing out there waiting to get into their buildings. I'll go up to 15, but not with my Piper Cub. Good morning, James. Anything you want to, as long as it's not nasty. Generally, we talk about drones and flying. Right now, we're talking about how warm the weather is for this time of year. And I just gave you a wrench, James, so nobody can accidentally put you out. Although, I tend to accidentally put people out. So that's why I'm not watching this StarCop. What was the use of copying that if I can't paste it? That's kind of dumb. Stupid phone. Oh well. Well, do you, James? No problem, Wakey. Thank you for dropping by and dropping a like, buddy. It means a lot. I know people are busy this time of day, trying to get to work and whatnot. Like I always tell you, just filling the gap between now and Roger and Kim show up. Anybody's welcome. I like acoustic, man. I really do. I'm not too fond of the acoustics that have the electric plugs either. I really like a good acoustic medley. I mean, nothing wrong with electric, but I just prefer the acoustics. Well, this thing will not let me cut and paste. It's ridiculous. It's done. Oh, there we go. Found out how to do it. That's kind of weird. Android has a lot of weird ways of making the phone do things. Yeah, my brother-in-law's got a Gibson Les Paul. He's very proud of it. I understand it's a big-time collector's item. My daughter, I wish she'd learned to play it. She piddles with it. I mean, she's got a beautiful Ovation acoustic that I bought her, and she'll get it out for a little while, but I don't know, she gets frustrated. Yep, those are two fine ones, that's for sure. I don't know if my brother-in-law's got a Stratocaster or not, but I know he's got a Les Paul, and he's very proud of it. I may have to do that. The problem is she works such long hours as a nurse. She hardly has any time off to do anything anymore. But I'll definitely tell her. I don't know if she's on YouTube. Well, she's got to be on YouTube because I know she says she watches these feeds every once in a while on her way to work. So she must have an account, I would think. Yeah, we had a sing at church last night for our services, our nightly services on Sunday nights. Third Sunday is always a sing, and there was a lady there that had been there a long time, and she played an acoustic, and boy, she could sure play that thing. It was really nice listening to it. Let's see what else is in this thing. It's in the clipboard. Ooh. Man, there's a lot of stuff in my clipboard. I gotta figure out how to clear that puppy. Didn't realize there was that much stuff in my clipboard on my phone. I'll take care of that later. Yeah, but I bet it still sounds good, my friend. I just like the sound of one over an electric. I mean, electric's got its place, don't get me wrong. But if I had my choices to which one I'd have to sit down and listen to, I'd take the acoustic. That's just me. I'm old. I like the sound of them. I don't know if I've ever heard of them. I will have to look them up. My left eye has got a sting in it today. Probably from these lights. I don't like bright lights. Make sure my students aren't here. Don't see nobody. Not one person. Okay, no problem, James. Thanks for stopping by. You're welcome anytime I'm up and on, buddy. And I'm sure that I think I've seen you in the Canadian Drone Hub before. I'm pretty sure I've got your channel. I just can't check right now. I don't know why this chat's lagging so bad. Not a good signal, but it sure is lagging. Guys, I'll be right back. I gotta get me something to sip on real quick. And that short intermission was brought to you by the makers of Monster Energy drinks. Great way to start the day. Especially when they're darn near freezing Ice cold. Okay. Well, it doesn't look frozen, but my chat doesn't seem to be moving on either side of this venue here. Let me see what's going on. Okay. That took a long time to show up. Not getting so many jumpers on an early Monday morning. I didn't see any other feeds up when I started this one. But there may be. I don't know. Carolyn, let me give you a wrench. Welcome. Not a problem. You're welcome. Anytime. Stay as long as you like, or as little as you like. Just if you get a chance, hit that like. Oh, you're very welcome, Carolyn. I tell you, please keep thanking people when you see them, because the kids nowadays have it a lot tougher than I had it. I won't say it was a joyride, but these guys are deploying, and every time they turn around, they're going down range for another 18 months. And families are suffering, and kids are suffering, and soldiers are suffering. They're going through an awful lot. A lot more than I ever did. That's for sure. Somehow we've got to find a better way of doing business. Well, that's true, but if you notice, my hat says Vietnam era. When I came in, they didn't send me to Vietnam. They sent me other places. So I used to tell students, I missed the big one. They go, what do you mean? I said, I didn't get to go to Vietnam. I said, I volunteered, but I didn't get to go to Vietnam. So I won't wear a Vietnam veteran hat. Well, they went and had this made, Vietnam era. That I can wear, because I served in the era, but I didn't serve in Vietnam. Welcome back, James. That was a short trip. Yeah, for those who went in Vietnam, that was no picnic. I lost six, well, out of 6 cousins, 4 I lost in Vietnam. 2 I lost after they came home. One of those died from, of all things, stomach cancer from being exposed to Agent Orange. So, oh, cool. I bet that's a pretty looking thing. Is it up on your website, James? Haley's dad, hello, good morning. Good morning to y'all. Well, I'll have to check it out, James, for sure. I'm pretty sure I've got you. And I'll definitely go in and check it out later today when I get back on my laptop. Or maybe Dick will, because my laptop right now hasn't been able to get a good signal. Because our wonderful provider AT&T has cut my data, so I'm surprised this stream's even halfway working. But it seems to be doing okay, and the sun's up outside. Maybe it'll get warmer. I don't hear any aircraft running, so I'm wondering if they're, oh, wait a minute, they have a safety stand down today. They're not flying at all, so I won't be able to take you outside and show you the aircraft. I forgot all about that. That's why I work so hard to get my students to not have to come to class today. So, Yeah, once a year they do a safety stand down where they get together and they just all talk about what's right and what's wrong with how they're working. It's not a bad idea, I guess. It puts them behind. Yep, James, I will definitely get on there and check that Stratocaster out. Is there a picture of the Les Paul too? I would assume there would be. Oh, cool. So you haven't unboxed it yet? Oh man, you got to be anxious about that. Watch out for that. If I don't catch it when you do it, I'll catch it later. I think everybody in here's got a wrench. If you don't have a wrench, let me know. I don't want anybody accidentally getting bopped out. I did that to droneologist the other day. I felt so bad. I still don't know how I did it, but I accidentally booted him, and that's not a good thing. Well, placing a string ain't nothing, you know that, man. I sure hope it's a good looking one. I don't know what color my brother's is. I honestly don't. I just know he has one because it's one of his prized possessions, supposedly, according to my wife. T-Boy, good morning. I'm on an iPad, T-Boy, so I can't go and check out your channel. Tell folks what you got on there if you want to, man. We're similar to the hub, and we're nowhere near as big as the hub. You didn't bring two of those? You doing okay, Mark?
Yeah.
You're welcome, T-Boy. Like I was telling Carolyn earlier, though, I had it easy compared to some folks nowadays. Oh, you're welcome. I try to do that for everybody so that nobody accidentally gets kicked out. That's how Roger does it, and I figure it's a pretty good system. Most of the people that come on here, my friend, are drone flyers, but we welcome everybody. The Air Force is a good place to be, James. Tell them thank them for their service, too. Thank him for his service. Oh, 7:10. Whew. This time is going by quick. I've been there. Most certainly have. Actually, I think no. I'm thinking Columbus, South Carolina. I've been there. Where Shaw Air Force Base is. So I haven't been going to Mississippi. I have been to Meridian, Mississippi. Me, from Pennsylvania, but that was like 50 years ago, 45 years ago actually. Now I live in Alabama. Michigan. I'm trying to think. Michigan, the one that's got the UP? Yep, Gulf Shores is nice. It surely is. Iowa. That's where my potatoes come from, right? If I get good ones. Or is that Idaho? No. In all my travels, I've been to quite a few states, but I haven't been through there. Been to Arizona, Texas, Carolina, North Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi. Those are the only places I ever actually stayed for any length of time. Yeah. Idaho potatoes, Iowa's for corn. That's right. Well, let's see. I'm from Alabama, and married into a family of Alabama fans. So, who do you think I root for? Yep, Alabama. Alma mater's Penn State. Although, with all the bad things that we found out was going on back in those days, yes, indeed, the Crimson Tide. I can remember when I was in high school, our coach used to get game footage from Paul Bear Bryant's Crimson Tide and play it for us. No, that's probably not ever going to happen. Or if it does, it'll be in a bowl game sometime in the future or something like that. That's pretty true. Okay, just reminding you guys, about 45 minutes we'll be heading over to the Canadian Drone Hub. Roger, Kim, and Val show. Breakfast with Roger and Kim. Yeah, we're still there. We like it, but you never know what's going to happen with the last of the season here coming up. Mr. Crawley, good morning, sir. How are we doing? Did you get that Hawk 5 up at all? I've kind of been away from the YouTube this weekend, been doing a lot of things at the church, so I haven't gotten to see a lot of videos. Hey, Slippery, how you doing? Welcome back. Lunch break, huh? You're not working in the rain today, though, are you, Slippery? Well, T-Boy, like I said, most of us are drone flyers. In our free time, we're either out there flying FPV, what I call stunter drones, or race drones, or in my case, cinematography drones. Well, that's good, Slippery. For those of you who don't know, we actually had 42-degree weather this morning. Yeehaw! What was it at your house this morning?
46.
46? That heat's been running since I walked in this building.
Mm.
I guess it's trying to catch up. Sounds good, Slippery. I'm just hoping when my Snapper 7 gets here Friday that I can bind it to one of the two controllers I have. I got the Fly Sky version. Whoa, 24 with snow. Well, yeah. I guess it would be. You said the four-letter word there, T-Boy. I can't remember the last time I actually saw snow. Right now, Slippery, I've got the Nirvana, and I've got the Fly Sky. It's I want to say it's like an STS I6 or something like that. It's the one that came with the Wizard. Net Dragon, good morning, sir. How's life treating you? Have you started your first day of work yet there, Net Dragon? T-Boy, we've had snow, a handful of times. The longest it's ever lasted was overnight and like halfway through the next day. And when we get it, we don't get the 5 or 6, well, 4 or 5 inches probably would be a big snowfall here. Yeah, no, where I grew up, we played in the snow. It's no fun. The advantage goes to the offense in the snow. Most definitely does. All right, Billy. I'm proud of you there, DJ. Way to go. Way to go. Hopefully that thing comes with health care and all that good stuff. Because I know that's the one you wanted. It sounded like a really good job. RC Crazy. Good morning. Yeah, you'll do fine, DJ. Hell, the hard part's over. Hard part was getting everybody else to get you their information that they needed so you could get hired. I'm sorry, RC. Anybody else having a hard time here? Nobody said anything up to now. Well, I'm sorry. That's I don't have a mic to hook to this iPad, so I guess you got to kind of go with what the iPad's got. I'll be glad when I can get a decent internet and use a laptop with my good mic. But there's no place to plug a mic into an iPad. Don't screw with them too much until you're well into your job there, DJ. I'll tell you what, if you could afford one, I'd go talk to a lawyer and see if he's in a way you could sue him for some kind of liability or whatever. I don't know. I guess there's no requirement for an employer to pass on employment history to somebody, but that he just did you wrong. No, there's no harm in planning or no harm in checking it out. Because I know I'd sure like to get even with the son of a gun. Just look at it this way, DJ. Just enjoy the job. You worked hard to get it. And then in your off time, you can plot. Well, I would take you outside, guys, like I did on Friday, but nobody's flying. It's a safety stand down day. So none of these aircraft are going anywhere. Not even going to run up. Maybe the Air Force will fly, I don't know. There you go. Drone attack would work. I'll work. Oh, wait, I already have a job. I'm sorry. RC, you know what I'm saying when I say it's the millennials. They want everything handed to them. They don't want to have to do anything to get it. I haven't gotten any flying in a long time. I wanted to fly the Cub all weekend, and the winds were just too strong for it. I'm not going to take a chance with it. It could probably handle what was out there, but I don't know that I could handle it because I'm very rusty on flying fixed wings. Nameless, how are things going, my friend? Yeah, it is, NetDragon. That's true too. Uh, I'll tell you, I'm kind of worried about the trades going away because trades are important. You know what I mean? The plumbers, the electricians, and all that kind of stuff. Those are important jobs, and a lot of people just don't want to do the work anymore. No, you can't pay your bills doing that, man. There's no way. No way. You just can't do that. What a lot of problem is too. A lot of them think they're overeducated to take a job. You know, or if you remember cousin Eddie from the Vacation series with Chevy Chase, they're all holding out for management positions. Good luck, DJ. Have a good time. Okay, enjoy it, buddy. You worked hard to get it. Yep, early's always a good thing. Better than late. Well, about 30 minutes, guys. We'll head over to Roger and Kim's. I will be there today, just probably only as Dick. I don't think my laptop's going to be able to get there. It wouldn't go in at all last Friday, so I'm sure it won't get in at all today. Had kind of a small crowd today. Sure appreciate you guys coming in, though. Yeah, that's exactly right. You hit, no pun intended, but you hit the nail on the head, RC. You really did. That's it. It's ridiculous. I'm glad my kids aren't like that. My daughter's got her daddy's work ethics. She really does. I'm proud of her. Excuse me, guys. Now I can get closer to the iPad if that would help. Wish iPad had a way to put an external mic though, because I got a good mic. I just don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's still some out there that have a good work ethic, but they seem to be fewer and fewer every time you turn your head. You got that right. Yeah, they'll starve to death if they had to cook. That's man's work. Yep. Yeah. It's a pretty sad situation sometimes when you look around. Heaven forbid I can't do that. That's manual labor. I went to college. I've got a degree sitting on the wall. It's in a pretty frame. You know, you should have got a degree in something that was worth getting it in. Yeah, I can understand that. Hey, Manic, how we doing? Sorry if the audio's not loud enough. I don't know what to do about it, guys. I don't even know where the mic is on this iPad. Tried to find the camera, kind of find out it's hidden over here in this little corner underneath the glass. You can't even see it. It's a little teeny little dot. I don't know how it works so good. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Yeah, we lucked out when we got our roof. We had to get it because it was in way too sad a shape. And the one firm in the area that gave us an estimate was, I thought was a little high, so I told the wife to find somebody else. And she found this guy, and I called him, and I told him I wanted the roof done. It was about 1,800 square foot house, single peak, very shallow peak. I said I've got a cricket, but other than that, there's just one big piece of roof. And he said, give me an estimate on 30-year shingles. And the guy goes, well, I'll give you an estimate on 30-year shingles, but he says, why do you want shingles? You ever think about metal? And I says, well, I don't think I can afford metal. He says, I can do metal for the price you want. I would have to charge you for shingles. And I said, well, okay, you come out and give me an estimate and then we'll talk. Sure enough, the estimate that I had from another company for a shingle roof, 30-year shingles, this guy undercut that by over $1,000, and it's a gorgeous metal roof, good to 110 miles an hour. So I don't know. There's still people out there who know how to work and know how to do it effectively, and I won't say inexpensively, but they're still out there. You just got to hunt for them. Johnson Ibass, good morning. Sorry I missed you coming in there, buddy. Well, the way I understand it, RC, we have a firm in the local town that actually fabricates metal roofs. And he can go down there and tell them exactly what size he wants the pieces cut to. And in 2 days, he had the roof on. And I liked the way he attached it. He used some screws that had like a nylon washer underneath the screw head so that moisture won't get down in through those cracks. And it didn't just have the nylon washer. That nylon washer, part of the head wrapped around that nylon washer to stop the sun from getting to the nylon washer. So it looks like a pretty good roof. I couldn't beat the price, and I know I'm dry when it rains. Night Train, sorry I missed you come in. I can't see the chat on the iPad. I have to keep looking down at the phone, guys. Not a problem, Night Train. Appreciate it, buddy. Really do. So RC, what's new in the review world? I know you said the other day in one of the chats you had a review to do, and I hadn't seen it post yet, but I may have just missed it. Yeah, this is a excuse me. I don't understand how these guys do it, but I mean they bend it themselves, they cut it, and they paint it or whatever themselves, and you can get it in any color you want. But we're very happy with it, and considering we didn't have to pay as much as we would have had to pay for a shingle roof, we're real happy. Okay, Mr. Crawley, see you on the hub if you're on there later today. If you go out and rip a few, good luck. Take care of that Hawk 5. One of these days I'm going to remember that my iPhone has a lock on it. Richard and Janet, good morning. Jeans RC, good morning. How are we all doing today? Excuse me while I have another one. Yeah, there was the driving turd. That's the one I wanted to see. That's the one I have to see. Well, to show you how old I am, buddy, the way I used to make money when I was a little kid with a wagon, not a car, just a wagon, bottles, nickel for quart bottles, and I think it was a couple pennies or something for the smaller bottles. Take them, put them in a tub, wash them out, take them to the store, and turn them back in. Hey, I got you beaten. We were down to 42. Of course, it's probably 65 by now. Richard and Janet, we're going to have to work out a way to meet you guys down at Disney Springs. I don't know what day we're going to be able to get down there. Well, I was trying to get OBS up and running. I couldn't get it to run. So I don't know. Never had any glass lemonade bottles that I took in. Most of them were the big quart-sized Coke bottles, if you remember those things. And in the little, I think they were 12 ounces or whatever. Yeah, it should be on my page, Richard and Janet. Should be on my page in the About section. Yeah, because this will probably be our last trip to Orlando. Yeah, well, get me some too, RC. I need some on my truck. So just get me a couple and send them this way. Actually, I need 4. Nothing wrong with that, Slippery. That's what I would do, Manic. I tried to get OBS working yesterday, and NetDragon gave me some help, and I figured out how to tie it into YouTube, but I never could get it to do anything. So I just chalked it up to the fact that it was my connection at home. Just it wouldn't make it work. But OBS is free. You can download it, and I don't know. I won't be able to help you run it though, because obviously I don't know enough about it. Overnight snail mail. Now I got to get some soon, but I'm taking these down until the wear bar just starts to rub. I don't usually do that, but I'm going to take this set down to the wear bar before I put a set on. I'm definitely going to check out that turd runner though, or whatever you called it. Full-time junglist. Let me get you wrenched up there, buddy. Good morning. You should have a wrench now. That's the one thing I can do on the iPad. Can't chat on it, so I've got the phone up. Well, that reminds me. Dick, you're fired, Dick. You keep forgetting to put the message in. Okay, take care, RC. Driving turd is Wednesday. Okay. I'll keep an eye out for it. I'll definitely keep an eye out for it. Sorry about that. That's okay, man. I'm very glad you came in. That's great. We love it. We'll pay it back somehow. Pay it forward. Yeah, we got off to a slow start today, but we peaked out pretty good. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I'll tell you who I haven't seen in here yet today. Maybe he's already at work, though. Is my buddy Mike up in Philly. Hope he's doing okay. I wish D-Ray would get off his, get over his illness. You know, I kind of miss that guy. He got a really bad case of the flu. Those two numbers are different. It don't make no sense. You'd think they'd be the same. Oh, there we go. That one's just lagging. That makes sense. Well, we've had a lot of, I won't say new to the hub, but new to my vlog in this morning. Several people had to get wrenches. That's nice. People coming in, even if they do just come in for support. It's very quiet outside today. Nobody's flying. Okay, checking my chat, make sure I didn't miss anything. Good morning, Roger. Thank you for stopping by. This one's going a lot better than the one on Sunday, I'll tell you that much. It may not be the best, but it's better than Sunday's was. So Roger, when are you moving the PC downstairs, man? I'm anxious to see what it's going to look like downstairs instead of upstairs. Yeah, wind's not a friend, Johnson, you know that. Wind is our enemy. Oh, are you not going to be on, Roger? Are you going to Best Buy, Roger? I'm assuming you have those. They seem to be all over the place. You have a call. See, that's something I don't have in my area. I don't have Costco's here. Yeah, but I bet you can put up with a nightmare if you get a decent price on something. I don't like Best Buy because I think they rip you off. I find things a lot cheaper if I'm willing to wait and have them shipped to me than I can get them for down Best Buy. The only time I go there is if that's the only place I can find what I'm looking for. Yeah, it's the same thing down here in a lot of cases, Roger. I usually find things at least $20 to $30 cheaper someplace else. Ooh, that's quite a bit. Been so long since I bought a desktop, I wouldn't know how much one would cost anymore. I think I'm going to surprise the wife, and I've got all my stuff laid out in the cowboy room right now. I think I'm going to move it back to the back. Get it out of her hair so she can have her cowboy room. Yeah, I don't think Best Buy technicians are the brightest bulbs in the pack. They know how to talk the talk, and they know how to talk you into buying something. But when it comes to knowing what's wrong with it, they ain't too bright sometimes. Well, I hope it's a good one there, Roger. I hope it works out for you, buddy. Hey, do yourself a favor. Don't haul it upstairs. Leave it downstairs, and that way you won't have to move it. Yeah, that's true too. Sometimes they don't know how to fix it because they just want you to buy a new one. You're exactly right, Jungless. I tell you, another dying breed around here is computer repair places. Most places can't make a living doing computer repair because you can go out and buy one cheaper than it will cost them to repair it sometimes. Just like everything else. Nobody repairs anything anymore. They just wear it out and go buy a new one. Of course, I should talk. My freezer went down during the power storm, and rather than calling in somebody to fix it, I just went out and bought a new one. Yeah, I don't know of any in my area anymore, to be honest. I'd have to hunt one down. I used to collect them, Johnson. I really did. I had several still in operating condition, and over the years they've just all been given away to other people that needed them more. There you go, Roger. That might work. Holy cow, Roger, it's 13 years old, son. I don't know when I bought my desktop at home. I don't use it very much for anything. Maybe I ought to. Maybe I ought to move it, clean it up, and try to do my streams on it. I might be better off. I don't know. Yep. I remember the days when I used to buy the cases and ask people what they want to do because they come to you and they want a computer. And what do you want to do with it? You want to do, editing of pictures and such, or do you just want to play games, or what do you want to do? And then I'd tell them what components to order and assemble it for them because they didn't have any idea what went where. Okay, Roger, we'll see you in just a little bit. About 8-10 minutes or so. Take care. Wake up the fur ball. Ah, Lordy. That's one good man right there, guys. Yeah, I was just thinking I might just... Hello, Kelly. Okay, Richard and Janet. Well, I'll tell you what. Is yours on your site? Because you can take that down so not everybody in the world has it. I don't think I can copy that. I don't have anything to write with right now. Or write on. Jarihund. I can remember that. No, I don't want to do that. Richard and Janet, go ahead and take that down so not everybody that comes into the chat sees it. Otherwise, you're allowed to get all kinds of bad stuff. But I've got it. Matter of fact, I can write it down right here. It'll wash off. Yeah, take the message down. It has the email in it. But I got it. I'll send you one here in a little while. I can't get into email right now. Alright, leave it up there, somebody gets a hold of it. You'll be getting 200 emails an hour. None of them worth a shit. Oop. Didn't mean to say that. Sorry, take it back. Let's see how we're doing. We're doing fine. We got about 5 minutes. We got off to a slow start this morning. Oh, did we get a poop head? Don't tell me that. I was having a good day. Okay, where'd that go? Let me see if it didn't go anywhere. Well, something happened. I tried to put up a message as Dick and it didn't go, I don't think. Let me check and see. Nope, it sure didn't. What on earth? It's not good. All right. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know how to use Google Hangouts, Manic, other than when Val sends me the invite, I go in and I just keep clicking until I get through. Uh, and OBS, I downloaded it, and it was more confusing to me than YouTube. Of course, I've been away from computers for so long. You guys got the four-letter word? Oh no. Did it stick or did it melt? Okay, guys, I've got like 2 minutes before Roger should be up, and I've got things I've got to do before I can come in over there. So I really do appreciate y'all stopping by. Hope you had a good time. Have a good rest of the day, and God bless. We fixing to shut it down. And thanks ever so much for stopping by, everybody. See you over at the hub.